what would you suggest the Niners should do next? If you were running the 49ers, what would you do to get them back in contention or to put their best foot forward in 2025?
So I know the 49ers are going with the youth movement along the
Yes.
defensive line. But
Yes.
what I would do personally, if I was the GM, John Lynch for the 49ers, I would go and actually add like one of these edge rushers in free agency. Me personally, I'm looking at Jadeveon Clowney. He's somebody that could possibly come in and get 9 sacks for you in a season, and he's not as much as a headache that he used to be in the past. He can help Mykel Williams actually develop because he's actually still good in the run game. He can show him how to develop a pass rush plan, and like Jadeveon Clowney and Nick Bosa side by side, that sounds way better to me than Jadeveon Clowney and Mykel Williams. Like I like the idea of Mykel Williams, sprinkled in here and there, and then Jadeveon Clowney coming in and doing what he has to do. So I would do that, and then in terms of wide receiver, I would have to address that position definitely. And I'm looking at guys like Amari Cooper because you guys don't have anybody that really creates separation with their route running.
Yeah.
And even though Amari Cooper is old, he's still one of the best route runners in the NFL. So if you can get him on your team, and that takes the stress off of Brock Purdy. That takes the stress off of Brock Purdy. You can lay it in there, and maybe he goes over. Maybe he goes with more.
I feel you on this because to me, one, they have the 3rd most cap space in the league, surprisingly. Yeah. They can make a move. I mean, it's not like Brock Purdy's contract is crippling their cap space this year or next year or the year after that. And also, like, from a Cardinals fan's perspective, you guys are trying to go with the youth movement. You have all kind of new rookies, but you also sign players, and it seems like there's a 2-pronged approach. And that, to me, indicates that the Cardinals are both building for the future and the present, where the Niners, it seems like they're building for the future, and they're trying to get Mykel Williams and all these rookies as many reps as possible so they're as advanced as possible in 2026, which is fine. But what about 2025? Sorry.
100%. But it's like that also doesn't, like, playing helps a lot, but like looking at somebody and like those mental reps of watching like a guy that's better than you play the game can actually help out a lot. Like Amari Cooper would help Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah.
Like Jadeveon Clowney, like I said, he would help Mykel Williams. Like Nick Bosa could.
And that's the whole thought process of having Josh Sweat and Calais Campbell. Like
100%.
Calais Campbell's going to help Walter Nolan.
100%. Like that's like you have the money. These guys are not going to be like super expensive. Like you could sign them to 1 year, 2 year deals. They're not going to be super expensive. These are 2 guys that I would add. And then another guy I would probably add is a linebacker. This is probably like somebody you would add on like a 3-year deal or a 2-year deal, front loaded. Eric Kendricks. If you really are serious and you want your linebacker core to be actually scary next year, you know what I'm saying? Other than Fred Warner, Eric Kendricks. He played with the Cowboys last year. He had 138 tackles, 3 sacks, 3 forced fumbles. They
tried to sign him before they got Devondre Campbell. Almost got the right guy.
Yeah, go back, dip your finger in that well again. You know what I'm saying? Get Eric Kendricks. I think that could be something to help you elevate and actually be good this year.
I just don't understand why I understand why the Niners let so many players leave in free agency, but I don't understand why they didn't sign anyone. And they made it seem like, well, we got to save cap space for Brock and Fred and Kittle. Well, those guys are done, and they have the 3rd most cap space in the league, more than $30 million. Like, what are you saving that for? What am I missing? I don't understand.
Yeah,
I'd like to see him make a move.
I don't get it. I don't get it at all, to be honest.
Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code COHN, COHN, and download the app now. But you know what? They don't need more talent because you know what? They're drama free.
Sometimes you got to invite the drama, you know what I'm saying? Like the Eagles invited the drama last year, and they still executed. It's not always about being 100% drama free. It's about trying to be the best team that you can possibly be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sometimes drama is synonymous for like competition. And sometimes if you get rid of drama, then you're just kind of like taking
100%.
away the intrigue and the competition.
100%. That's something that the 49ers lack right now. They need more competition at a lot of positions. And
I feel like a big reason they were so bad last year is they didn't have enough competition on defense. They just were like, Devondre's our starter. That's the way it is. Like, why?
And
your defense sucks and he sucks.
Yeah, that's something I see from the 49ers a lot. Like, they'll just have these guys slot into these positions, and, like, let's say a guy pops off for one game, like Juwan Jennings did, they'll just slot him back in. And, like, if Brandon Ayuk comes back, and let's say Juwan Jennings is on pace to have 1,200 yards. Brandon Ayuk comes back, he's a wide receiver one now. Forget about Juwan Jennings.
Yeah,
It's too much of a, like, it doesn't matter what you do on the field. It just
correct.
matters how much you're getting paid.
Yes. And it's been that way since Kyle Shanahan's been there. And I think that's a bit of a problem. It's supposed to be a meritocracy, and you're supposed to reward anyone who steps up. And the Niners have had so many examples of late round draft picks and undrafted free agents assert themselves, but it feels like Jordan Mason had such a hard time staying on the field, even though he was averaging 5.5 yards a carry. It's like, what does he have to do? What do some of these guys have to do? Juwan too. It took him 5 years to get the respect.
Yeah, like, you guys definitely should have re-signed Jordan Mason. Like, I don't understand that at all. Like, I don't understand.
Well, so generous to give him to the Vikings. I mean, they really appreciate that.
I don't understand that at all. That was probably the worst move that you guys did not make in the offseason.
I mean, that's a guy I think like teams don't want to see. Like he's tough.
Like, yeah, he fumbled the ball, but it's like, just let him play. Let him play. Like, the guy doesn't touch the field. Let him touch the field.
How many guys really run harder than him? Like him and James Conner might be the two hardest runners in the league.
Yeah, bro. The guy was averaging like 5 yards per carry. Christian McCaffrey gets back, and you just immediately start. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, I don't understand the 49ers. I don't understand
You
the 49ers.
just aren't smart enough to understand Kyle Shanahan's genius. Cardinals fans don't get it. Sorry. But you understand. Even when they win 6 games, there's a genius behind it that's easy to appreciate.
That's where it's just like, I can't look at them and not see them taking a step back again, especially with how they approach the offseason. Now, if they make some of these moves in the next coming months or something, I can see them trying to be a little bit better. But it's like, for right now, it's just like, 49ers don't scare me. Like, they're looking like, in my opinion, the worst team in the division. Like,
yeah, they seem like a team that's in major transition. Frisco Shill says Grant Purdy had 3,800 plus in 2024. That's true. Yeah. I'm just curious to see how many games he plays this year. I mean, the offensive line got worse, and he holds the ball a long time, or he did last year.
Yeah, he can go for 3,800 again, but George Kittle had an All-Pro year again. Like, he might regress. Or
miss game.
He had Juwan Jennings went for like nearly 900 yards. I'm not sure who else was their receiving threat. So,
that Debo.
Oh yeah, Debo Samuel.
Yeah, remember him?
Yeah, but like, bro, nobody's taking Debo Samuel seriously. No. Like,
the Commanders apparently, but
I think Jordan Watkins might actually be Debo Samuel. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I think that's what they drafted him.
Yeah, I think that might actually work for them.
Could.